Melania Trump looked chic in navy, and wore her third pair of Louboutins in 2 days, on her first full day in Belgium, as her husband opened the NATO summit with a blistering attack on Germany. The First Lady, 48, visited a music academy in Waterloo, Belgium, near Brussels, on Wednesday while Donald Trump, 72, and other leaders met in the capital. She stopped with other spouses at the Queen Elizabeth Music Chapel, where she was photographed laughing and chatting with French First Lady Brigitte Macron, 65. Melania arrived to the Music Academy wearing a sleeveless $2,430 Calvin Klein navy dress with a cinched waist and white and green detail on the lapel. She paired it with white Louboutin pumps featuring the French label's trademark red soles. This is the third pair of Louboutins Melania has worn publicly over the course of 2 days. On Tuesday, the First Lady was photographed leaving Washington, D.C., wearing beige and red pumps by the French designer. By the time she landed in Belgium, later on Tuesday, she had changed on the plane and unveiled another pair of Louboutins as she stepped off Air Force One, this time having opted for classic black pumps. Melania is usually a fan of Manolo Blahnik's shoes, and has often stuck with the Spanish designer during public outings. But she has so far remained loyal to the French brand during her European trip, a choice that seemed especially fitting when she caught up with her French counterpart. The two First Ladies, who have met in the past, including when the Trumps hosted the Macrons during a state visit in April this year, seemed thrilled to be in each other's company again. They sat next to each other for a concert and were seen smiling and laughing together during the gathering. Brigitte wore an all-white ensemble, going for a skirt and matching jacket, while her hair was arranged in her signature blonde bob with bangs. The spouses were welcomed to the music center by Amélie de Roubaud-Derengien, the partner of Belgian Prime Minister Charles Michel, and Ingrid Seelreude, the wife of NATO Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg. They toured the center and attended a piano and violin concert. Other participating First Ladies included Amina Erdogan of Turkey and Belgian Prime Minister's partner Amélie de Roubaud-Derengien, who sat on Melania's right while Brigitte was on her left. Melania, who seemed in high spirits during the event, posed with the rest of the spouses for a group photo between Brigitte and Amélie, who wore an asymmetrical yellow dress. On Tuesday, the First Lady was seen in Washington, D.C., wearing $795 Louboutin pumps as she and her husband left for Belgium. She walked across the south lawn of the White House to board Marine One in the high heels, which she paired with a $975 long, beige safari skirt by Martin Grant tied at the waist by a belt, and a quarter-sleeved red sweater with a round neckline. Melania's red soles were in full view as she climbed the steps to Marine One. Louboutin's name is also scribbled on the top of the pumps, which, according to the brand's website, are inspired by Paris' neighborhood of Pigalle and places such as the Moulin Rouge Cabaret and the Divan du Monde Concert Hall. They are made with craft paper, which itself comes from Louboutin's shopping bags and shoe boxes, and is hand-torn before being placed under PVC. Each piece, the website states, is unique and has an audacious new trash flair. The First Lady changed her entire outfit on Air Force One but stuck with the French label for her arrival in Belgium, this time going with classic black pumps with a pointed toe. The shoes, of course, also have the trademark red soles that make Louboutin shoes easy to spot from afar. She paired the vertiginous pumps with a beige Burberry trench coat featuring a plaid lining, which she buttoned all the way to the top and wore cinched at the waist by a belt. Classic, double-breasted trench coats from Burberry range from $1,990 and $2,090. On Wednesday, while Melania and other spouses visited the Music Academy in Waterloo, President Trump opened the NATO summit with a blistering attack on Germany. He called it a captive of Russia as he ramped up demands for NATO allies to pay more for their collective defense. Arriving in Brussels for a 2-day alliance summit, the president said it was totally inappropriate that Germany was paying billions of dollars to Russia for oil and gas while spending little more than 1% of its GDP on defense. He said the deal to build a new pipeline meant Germany was now totally controlled by Moscow. German Chancellor Angela Merkel hit back, saying that having experienced life in Soviet-controlled former East Germany, She was glad they could now determine our own policies and make our own decisions.